Good morning, friends. Very recently, Mr. Vishnu Teja, a transgender, came to our college and while interacting with the students, he stated that as law students, number one, please know the rights of the transgenders. Secondly, please propagate them to the common public because they are being ill-treated, they are being discriminated, they are not at all being shown their true place by the society in general. So as per his request and some of the requests of the students also, I am making this video. This video you can highlight it as the transgenders within brackets right within brackets right to protection within bracket Act 2019. So this is a very good act, very recently promulgated in the year 2020 has come into existence, right? So in this connection, let us know the rights of the transgenders. Before that, you must know what is LGBT community. So LGBT means L, lesbian, G, gay, B means bisexual, and T means transgenders. Who is this lesbian? L means lesbian. Lesbian means a woman having an attraction towards women. Normally they will be attracted towards women. Such people are called the lesbians. Second is LG. G means gay. Gay means a person, a male person attracted towards another male person, simply to say. So then B means bisexual. Bisexual means these people, they are having attraction, they will be having attraction towards males and females. They will normally, some of these people will be having both organs. So private part just like male and female also. Then T, transgender. We are mainly concentrating on them. So the transgender is a person whose identity is different to that one which was by his birth. Suppose when he was born as a boy, when the parents found him as a boy, but while growing away, he develops himself inside, the sexual orientation will be that he is thinking that he is a lady. That is transgender. So they are not heterosexuals, they are only homosexuals, or we can call them as pseudo-hermaphrodites. Of course, this is according to medical jurisprudence only. Okay, don't worry about, don't be confused about this medical terminology. Anyway, these people are called as LGBT community, or in other words, we call them as eunuchs, hijras, kujjas and other people. So they have also got their rights. And secondly, normally whenever we discuss about the gender, normally we write sex. We do not know the difference between gender and sex. Now you have to know there is a third gender also, male, female, and these transgenders are third generation or third gender. So that designation will be given to them. So, right. So maybe in the year before 2013, maybe in the year 12 or so. So in Delhi, before Delhi High Court, one NGO by name Naz Foundation, they have filed a case requesting the court to decriminalize section 377 of the IPC. You may be knowing section 377 means unnatural offense. Unnatural offense means actually the sexual intercourse or coitus should be done between male and female, that too in a the original way it should go. But if you do the same in other manner, definitely it amounts to unnatural offense. That is penal penetration, all these things. Vaginal penetration is okay, but according to some people, they are interested in doing other acts, and oral sex is also prohibited. These are all offenses. When a child is subjected to that sexual intercourse, it is equal to rape, but unnatural. If it is done through anus, it will be unnatural. So 377 is there. But when two persons consensuously commit the same, it should be decriminalized, because homosexuals, they want sex to be done in that manner. Anyway, section 377 was held to be unconstitutional. It should be decriminalized in the case of Naz Foundation, right? Thereafter, some people, some interested people, they have filed Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Naz Foundation against the Delhi High Court decriminalized, but against this in 2010 Suresh Kumar Kaushal filed a case, and here once again 377 is declared to be 100% correct. So definitely that sexual intercourse is unnatural. Action can be taken. Then against this, the famous NALSA, National Legal Services Authority versus Union of India case was filed in 2014, and the Supreme Court has given a beautiful judgment in NALSA versus Union of India. Yes. So the court recognized the rights of the transgenders as third gender. They should be treated as minorities. They should be given reservations in the jobs, education and other amenities. So the Supreme Court advised the state, that is center, to formulate an act for the protection of the transgenders' rights. That's why after so many deliberations during the year 2019, so this act has come into existence. That is the Transgenders within brackets Right to Protection Act 2019. Right? It's a very good act. Here, more than the transgenders, very beautiful definition for the family was given in this act. Even though this act has got 23 sections, the part is there, but normally we know family law like that we will discuss, but family was not defined anywhere in the law. But here in this, the family is defined. Family means a group of people related by blood or marriage or by adoption in accordance with law. Right? Now coming to the protections or the rights of the transgenders. Section 3 says about the rights of the transgenders. So the right says, of course it's given in the negative, but you can understand the rights. I can tell you in simple terms. If it is written, it's not there. Okay, rights of residence. Right. Okay, the rights. Number 1, they should not be denied it for entry into the education institutions. Previously, we have seen so many occasions. So male, female, if they write transgender, he will not be, or he or she will not be admitted. But now they have got a right to get admission in the schools. Then right to get employment or occupation. Definitely, it has to be allowed. Then even in healthcare services, normally you may be knowing in bathrooms, whenever we go to the bathrooms, males, females, but what about transgenders? Where they have to go? So yes, healthcare, even for the healthcare also, definitely they have a right for the healthcare services also. Then for the access to any accommodation, if they want to stay in a hotel, if they want to stay in a guest house, so if they want to purchase any goods, if they want to have any services, and actually the opportunities which are available to the public should be made available to them also. Then right to movement. So they can book tickets, they can move freely from one place to the other. Then right to residence or right to, yes, they can take home, they can rent home, they can stay. But you should not object to saying that he is a transgender. And they can hold any public office, they can hold any private office also. And please remember, denial in any public or private establishment or an office, it also should be prohibited. They have got the right of access to the same. Right? Of course, we are happy to note that many people are allowing them also. As an example, there is one essay in Tamil Nadu. She is a transgender. Her name is Pritika Yashini. K. Pritika Yashini. Yes, she is working as an essay. Likewise, an advocate, Sharmila, she is also belonging to Tamil Nadu. She is a transgender. Moreover, that in Madhya Pradesh, I believe, yes, Madhya Pradesh, there is an MLA by name Shabnam Bano. She worked from 1998 to 2003. Definitely, they are also trying to their rights, but these are the rights. So, right to education, right to healthcare, right to services, right to employment, right to be treated as a person, recognized as a person before law. Yes, because either you are male or female, then you will be given. Otherwise, how it is difficult. Transgenders also, they are given as the third gender, male, female. Supreme Court recognized it the same. Right? So, Section 4 says that a transgender person should be recognized as that is as a person. So it means he has to be identified. please remember, the identity certificate should be given by the district magistrate. That means they have to apply for the certificate and he will give the same. And this is the main problem. There are criticism also. They cannot tell their gender unless the certificate is there. And they can be allowed for a surgery to change from male to female also. And then after surgery, if they produce a certificate, they will be designated as a male or female, right? And discrimination, this is more important. Section 9 says they should not be discriminated. Section 11 says there should be a designated officer to solve their or to deal with the complaints related to the transgenders. And section 13 says the educational institution should encourage these people even in the cultural activities, even the sports activities like that. If they deny, then definitely they are liable for punishment. Of course, penal section is section 18. The punishment will be for 6 months and a fine also. Of course, if it is a repetitive offense, it may be up to 2 years or fine also. Fine is very, very simple, and the problem is they have to, they cannot by themselves designate as male or female or third gender. Only by way of issuing of a certificate only it can be done. Now, anyway, so the government is supposed to do some welfare measures to them also, right? So then, what are the welfare measures? Let us discuss. So they should be allowed full participation in the society. They must mix with the public and they should move freely. Then they should be protected. The government should protect their rights and interests. And they must be given access to the welfare schemes like Mahatma Gandhi Narega scheme, Talli Bita, so many schemes are there. They should be allowed for the schemes also. And the government should take steps to protect, to rescue, and to provide rehabilitation centers, because people are actually they are subject to discrimination. They cannot live in the society. Such people can be given in the so-called shelters. I will tell you later about the rehabilitation centers also. Then they should be given some vocational training of their choice, like cell phone repairs, like sewing machines, all these things. They can be given some vocational training, and also better advise them for self-employment. And the government should create schemes for the promotion in their cultural activities also. We have seen beautiful dancers from this LGBT community. They dance very well, so they should be encouraged, right? As regards this, I want a rehabilitation. The parents, please remember, the parents should not segregate the person of LGBT community. If the parent is not able to maintain them, because the others will laugh at them, look at them with so many things. Though in such cases, they can be sent for the rehabilitation center also. That's why rehabilitation is necessary for them, right? So what are the offenses? Already told you. So offenses are like this. Please, this is more important. So compelling the transgender to forced labor, compulsory labor, or the labor against to their wishes, definitely they are liable for punishment under section 13. Like then denial of entry to the public places like bathrooms, like railway stations, other things, definitely it entails an offense. Then normally when we think that is a transgender has entered some house is in the village, normally people try to dispossess them or displace them or drive them away. It is also an offense. So any type of abuse like physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse or economic abuse also, definitely they entail the punishment under section 13. So friends, so anyway, there is a national council for the transgenders should be established under the Ministry of Social Justice, and the responsible members are Niti Aayog, NHRC, National Women's Commission, and the state should be and nominees from the some certain members of transgender communities, and also the experts from the NGOs. With them, the so-called NCT, National Council for Transgender, should be established. Of course, this is according to the law. So these are the rights given in the Act. So Act to be implemented. If it is acted and implemented with the letter and spirit, it will be good. So friends, these are the rights of the transgenders who should be treated as minorities. So please learn them, and if at all anybody wants to harass them, is harassing them, please warn him that there is a law and he will be punished for the same. Thank you.